Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome. This is William here at Allegory Gallery, and I am at Star Cottage Studio today. I hope you're all doing well out there. I have been over here packing and shipping, and that's it. Pretty much packing and shipping today, and I'm still here. So I figured I'd do the live from here tonight. Andrew actually came up. He's over in the other room working on some things, some surprise things. I don't even know. So he's over there, got the kiln going, and so I'm excited to see. I think he's working on prep, of course, for the classes coming up. We're teaching a class down in Winston-Salem, so we've been preparing for that. We actually closed the store today in Johnstown because we wanted to take the time to do that. I wanted to take the time to do packing and shipping. So I've been doing both things, mostly helping Andrew if he needs it to be around here while he's preparing for getting things ready for the class, and kind of going over some of the things we're going to all go over with our students down in Winston-Salem, so at Sawtooth. So we're super excited. If you are one of our students, Andrew sent out an email today, so be sure you check out that email, check that out and go through that from Andrew. Yeah, it's going to be a fun time. It's going to be a fun time. Let me see here. Angela says, hey, pleasant surprise. Thought you would be too busy tonight. Delighted listening to Druid lore on a rainy night in South Carolina. Nice. Yeah, we were deciding, are we going to do this? Are we not going to do this tonight? But it's Friday. Let's have a good Friday hangout, right? And just kind of, release the weekday stress with each other and just kind of hang out and, you know, look at some pretty things, right? And maybe you'll take some home with you, or have me send things to your home for you. Michelle is here. Hello, Michelle. Karen is here. Hello, Karen. Michelle is watching from computer again. 10 rows left. Only 10 rows. Awesome. That's good. That's good. That should be pretty quick then for you, right? Because I know when you first got those, you did 10 rows pretty quick, I think you said. So that's good. Let's see here. Suzanne is here. Hello, Suzanne. Let's see. Karen, Michelle, or you said Teresa is here. Just got home from hospital. What is that about? Oh, you weren't home yet, obviously, probably before when we talked to you, right? Nothing new, right? Because I know you had you were in the hospital for a while, but I guess I just assumed that you were home, but that's probably not an outpatient thing. So I'm guessing that's what that is. Hopefully it's nothing more than that. Hello, Susie. Thanks for joining us. Karen says, I'm so glad this week is over, ready to move on, right? Yeah, let's, I don't know. We'll, it was a pretty good week for us. I have to say, for the most part, there were some really stressful times this week for me. But it goes with the territory of small business life sometimes, right? And just really hang out and look at pretty things, right? Teresa's bladder bleeding pumps. Oh, so it is something different. Well, not different, but related to. So hopefully all is okay. Hopefully that's getting that taken care of. Susan has joined us. Hello, Susan. Yeah, so, our life was not that exciting today because we were preparing for the class, which if you're in the class, not many of you are, I don't think. I don't actually know who all the students are. I know one of our AGB family is coming to visit us, but I don't know who the other ones are. So if you're watching, hello. But yeah, we've been preparing for that, and I've been packing and shipping in the meantime. So some more of you probably saw some packages going out to you. I'm working on everything, trying to get things going. And yeah, in amongst my allergies are still crazy. They don't seem as bad today. I'm a little nasally, I'm congested today, but I'm not doing as bad today, I feel like, as yesterday was. Yesterday was terrible. And the day before that, I wasn't too bad, but Andrew was sneezing like crazy. So fall, y'all, that ragweed. Ragweed is definitely, I had those prick tests done, the skin prick tests, and because I was getting hives, and I still sometimes get them, although now that I'm thinking about it, I probably shouldn't be thinking about it, but now that I'm thinking about it, I haven't had them really too much in a while, which is kind of strange, kind of, I don't know. Anyway, I had that done, and the only thing they could find out that I was allergic to was pretty much ragweed, and it's a big one for me. So it's definitely ragweed season with all the fall flowers and fall grasses going crazy. Susie's here, our neighbor. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, it's, I don't have much to report today. I came here to hang out with y'all. So what have you all been doing? How's your day? How was your week? If you haven't tuned in, or if you haven't said what's been going on in your week, have you had good things? I love to talk about good things on Fridays. Sometimes it's easy to get bogged down in oh, this happened and all that happened, and sometimes that's our days, right? But on Fridays, I like to kind of reminisce on the good things that happened this week. And this week started out difficult for me, but it got a lot better, so I'm very grateful for that. I'm thankful for that. We got a lot done, and we got things got better in my head. My anxiety got better toward the end of the week here. I think I closed the store today. That always makes me nervous because I'm like, this is going to be the one time that all these people are going to want to come, and then we're closed. But it was actually, I think, a good thing because we got to work on some things, and it made it less crazy in my head, right? Susan says, we went with some friends to dinner, Gyros, and then saw a favorite band of ours, Thievery Corporation. They were phenomenal as was the opener Lucid. I recommend checking both bands out on YouTube. I think you've talked about Thievery Corporation before on here. That's probably where I've heard it, unless I've just heard it before. But I do know that name. I couldn't name anything from them, but I do know that name, probably from you, and I probably should check them out. What kind of music are they? But that's nice. You got to go out with friends and get some dinner. That's awesome. And thank you for hanging out with us tonight here. It's good to hang out with everybody. What else? What else is going on? What are y'all thankful for this week? What happened in your life that you're thankful for, that you're grateful for? Like I said, my anxiety went down a lot toward the end of the week here. I got to hang out with all of you quite often this week. I missed my pottery class because we were preparing for things, and that's kind of like, sometimes it's a break in my week. Sometimes it's actually a little stressful because it's something that's there that sometimes we're busy, and it's hard for me mentally to take a break. So it was kind of good that I missed it this week, and just kind of relaxed instead. Didn't relax, but got some other things done that I really, really felt we needed to get done. Anybody else going to tell me? Anybody else going to tell me what you've been up to? We've only got 11 people watching. I did not share this as much, this video, because I was working up till the last minute. I got a little bit behind today, getting ready for the live. So I didn't get this shared. Usually I share it. I've been trying to share it to all of our stories. I've been trying to share it to all of our pages and all of our groups. I've been sharing it to Johnstown groups, Ligonier groups, Westmoreland County groups, Greensburg groups. Those are all the ones around here. I've been trying to share our lives to a lot of those groups to try and get some extra viewership in there and meet some new friends, hopefully. Everybody gets to meet some new friends. And that's what we all like meeting new friends. Karen says, been anxiously awaiting for Friday. Husband has 9 days off now. That's nice. Get to spend some time together, right? But good for him to have 9 days off. I would love that. 9 days? What? 9 days off? I can't even remember the last time I had 9 days off. So congrats to him, and hopefully y'all have a good time together. Vanessa's hooray, it's Friday. Happy Friday, everyone. Hello, Vanessa. And yes, it is Friday. Friday, right? Michelle shared. Thank you so much. Suzanne says, nothing special this week. Getting ready to have my last tattoo finished. Nice. Nice. Michelle is thankful that my customer is very happy about how this project looks. That's good, right? When you're working on a custom piece, it's always nice when the person asking for the custom piece likes it, right? And that can be something that's in your mind a lot as you're doing something like that, right? It really makes you, if you're like me, you get in your own head a lot about stuff. I don't do custom pieces. I don't do a lot of making myself. And that's why. Well, one of the reasons why my anxiety gets high about that. But it's good. It's good when they like it, right? Let's see. Angela said, I moved most of my jewelry hoard into my playroom. It is overwhelmed at times. Yeah, it can be, right? But you also, I think you got to look at it too, that we're very fortunate. Like sometimes the mess is overwhelming, right? But we're also very fortunate to have the mess, right? There are a lot of people who aren't that fortunate. And it's really nice when you can look at the things you have and know that they're yours, and kind of surround yourself with beautiful things. And that it can be overwhelming to have too much, or is there too much? I don't know. But it can be overwhelming to have a lot, especially if it's not wholly organized, right? But we try to be grateful for having all of that, right? That's like Star Cottage Studio here. You've seen, probably if you've watched our lives, we've shown you pans of the room. It's messy in here, but we still feel very and super fortunate to have it, and to have this place that we can have it in. Sandra says, I didn't know I would be here. Internet was just restored. Oh boy. Well, that's good. I'm glad you could make it. Welcome. I was just saying that you may have missed it. I don't know. Maybe you didn't get it yet. Check your email, because Andrew sent out an email to all the students for the Sawtooth class. And so if you didn't get that yet, check your emails, because you should have gotten that today, Sandra. Because Sandra is one of the AG Bead fam coming to hang out with us in Winston-Salem and take the class. Sorry, my allergy, my nose is running. Michelle says, my son is going suit shopping with your hubby, so I hope it goes well. It's for his cousin's wedding, my niece. Nice. Suit shopping is one of those things, right? It depends how you look at it, right? It can be a fun thing. I like dressing up sometimes. So I kind of like that. But at the same time, suits are one of those things you don't wear very often, right? So it's trying to find the right one for the occasion, and one that you can use down the line whenever you need to have it again, right? Anne is here. Hello, Anne. Thank you for joining us. This is hello, AG Bead fam. Thanks for hanging out. And yeah, so it's Friday night live, and we are going to I have 30 lots of some really good price stuff. I think I did even better on these in some cases than I have this week. So hopefully you like these, and hopefully you'll find something to pick out and send us that email to claim. We are we're going into the weekend. Still deciding if I'm going to have the store open tomorrow. We may continue to close the store this weekend. just because we still have a lot to get done, and a lot to prepare for. And lately the store has not been really busy yet. We don't like to close too often, especially, you know, we just opened. We don't want to be closed all the time, but at the same time, this is kind of one weekend. So we'll see. There's a possibility we'll be closed in Johnstown all this weekend, just because it's probably a little less maddening to make sure we get this stuff done and get ourselves ready. And then we'll be back at it, because we are going to be closed also the weekend we're away. Sandra says, I think you need to decide. I know, right? I didn't put up the thing until pretty late last night either that we're going to be closed today. I had some people that were talking about coming in possibly on Sunday, so we'll see. Maybe Sunday will be open. I don't know. We might. Most likely, I think we're going to close, but we're going to have to be closed next weekend too because we're going to be away. So, but that there's nothing that, you know, that's already planned. Can't do anything about that one. But just in my head, I get, you know, that anxiety. I'm like, well, what if people really are going to plan on coming? And you know, it always happens. You could sit there for weeks on end and hardly have anyone walk in the store. The moment you say you're closing, they're like, but I was gonna come. I was gonna come up and do stuff. It happens. It happens all the time. And there's not much you can do about that, right? Andrew says, we're trying to catch up on shipping before we go to North Carolina. Yes, we are. Trying to get that, especially that Halloween shipping out the door. That's another big thing. I'm very concerned. Want to make sure everybody gets their Halloween stuff. Try and get that all out before we get on the road. So yeah, we're probably gonna be closed this weekend. Yeah. What else is going on? And by the way, there is Andrew. He's in the comments. He's in the other room, working on his stuff. I don't know. I'm sure he's working on things for the classes. Yeah. So that's what's going on here. What's going on for you all out there? Did you have a good dinner? We always ask about dinner because by this time, you know, we're getting hungry and we haven't eaten yet. We had eggs for lunch. Andrew made us some fried eggs, which were really good. Andrew says, I'm trying to get stuff done before we leave. Yeah, right. Try and get stuff done, tidy up the to-do list a little bit. You know, you think we're leaving for a month or something, but it is kind of right in the middle of the month. So it's kind of, you know, the middle of the month kind of is hard sometimes. So we are trying to tidy up to-do lists and get things sorted and sent out and all that. Let's see here. I think I'm not seeing some comments again. Susan says, and by eclectic mix, that includes Indian, classical, reggae, electronica, Middle Eastern, acid jazz, hip hop, and dub. Because I didn't see anything you mentioning about eclectic mix. Dinner was nachos. Ooh, that sounds so good. That does sound really good, actually. Yeah, that sounds good. Andrew said there's a lot of moving parts, so it's not just going for fun. There are appointments lined up along the way, things to drop off, etc. Sandra says, my sister agreed to watch Sweet Pea. That is a big relief. I thought I was going to have to bring her. That would have been hard on her. Probably would have been, right? I can't imagine bringing our cats around. Thankfully, our friend Susie is going to house sit the cats for us. We appreciate that so much. Yeah, that's good, right? You can get your sister to take good care of Sweet Pea while you're gone. How's everything going for your show, Sandra? When is your show? When is your show dates again? Because that's coming up too, right? Is that the weekend after all this? You've got a lot going on too. Andrew says, when we get back, Ren will be here, so we have to clean the house and get ready for company. Yeah, that's a whole other thing too. Lots going on, lots of moving parts. Ren is the person coming to help us with getting the studio set up with our casting equipment and all that good stuff. So we're excited to have them come, and they will be staying with us for a little while and helping us to get the studio really in a more working order, and going to be really, really good. I can't wait. Can't wait till the studio is a little bit more organized, and maybe we can even do classes here and things like that. So that's going to be fun. That's going to be fun. Yeah. Anything else? Oh, it's October 26th. Nice. Andrew says we're still raising money for them to come and help. Lots of ornaments still available. Yes. It's not, getting all this together is not inexpensive, and it's something in addition to what we're just trying to stay afloat as far as other things that, the normal day-to-day things. So if you have not seen Andrew's Spooky Time Friends ornaments, we are selling those to raise money for Ren coming and some other necessities that we'll need when they are here to get the cottage up and going for the casting. So if you have not already looked at them or have not shared them with your friends, please do that. They are posted on Andrew's Facebook page. They are also, we shared them on our Facebook page, on the Allegory Gallery Facebook page, and they're pinned to the top. So please do share that. Hit that share button and let your friends know. All they have to do is comment on them to claim them in the photos, and we will send out an invoice. We will send out an invoice. Susan says, Sandra, glad your sis is helping with Kitty. Our Phil did not at all like staying in a hotel. The only thing he liked was sitting on a bench with the hubs watching the city lights. That's nice. That's kind of cute. It's kind of cute, right? Sandra's Monday going to Greensboro to get my hair done. It's getting crazy. Nice, nice. Good crazy, though. Good crazy, though. Andrew said there's building materials like concrete, board, and ductwork for ventilation. Yeah, we need to get that stuff. We got stuff to do. We got stuff to do. So we are trying to raise money as much as we can. Andrew always likes to try to, create something to raise money instead of just outright asking for donations and stuff. We always like to give back and do something. So he's created those Spooky Time Friends. So if you would like to do that, please do. Grab one of those or two of those or three of those and share it with your friends. If you think anybody might like one, pick one out and hit share and tag someone in it. And, the more we get the word out about those, because those are things that they're not just jewelry related, right? They are artwork that anybody could appreciate. So even people who are not beaders, not in the jewelry realm, any of your friends might like the Spooky Time Friends. So please tag people in those posts, share that post with people. We appreciate that so much. Let's see. Sandra says, my designer just finished the design for my pop-up banner, so it starts printing on Monday. My tent came today. Nice. Michelle says, October 26th is my niece's wedding. It has to be a good day for both of us. Nice. That's awesome. I'm going to be doing good things on that day. Yeah. So if you've not seen, there are still a few things in the D-Stash group. I didn't get anything more added to that. I thought I might be able to do that today, but I've been so busy trying to ship orders out that I didn't actually get more photos for that. I might, depending on how long this live goes, I might try and take some photos of some things and share them in the D-Stash group. We'll see. Otherwise, I might just close that event and we'll work on another event after. We'll see. We'll see how it goes tonight. But I'm getting a little bit tired today. A little bit tired. Been working a lot today, and missing my cats being here. But we'll see. I might take some more pictures. I was thinking about putting some lampwork glasses. I've been doing these reboots I've been finding a lot of cool lampwork glass, and we don't have a lot of lampwork glass people here during the lives, but I know there are people in the D-Stash group that like that. So I'm thinking about posting more of that there. So that's why. We did some of the lamp work in yesterday's. I don't think I have any today. We did some yesterday and not a lot of them sold. So I think the D-Stash group is where I need to do that. So I think that's what I'll be doing. But there are still great carved bone items there and some very nice antique German glass leaves and flower strands. So if you we did those on the lives, and if you were wondering what's left, I've put everything that's left in the D-Stash group right now. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, that's the Andrew Thornton Project D-Stash. Search that on Facebook. Andrew Thornton Project D-Stash. And it is a private group, so if you're not already in there, you do have to request to join. But if you are a good standing member of our AG Bead fam, we let you in. And you can see pretty things there. Suzanne says, lovely pieces there. Yes, there are. There really are. All right, everybody. Well, let's get started with this show. How about it? We've been chatting here for a good almost 30 minutes, so let's get started. Normally we chat a little longer, but if y'all have anything that you're doing or want to talk about, please, keep it going in the comments. That helps me. It helps me have things to talk about. It helps me know you're still hanging out with us, and I'm not just talking to the ether, out there. So keep the things going, keep the comments coming, and we're gonna get started. And let's take a look at some nice jewelry making stuff. How about it? Angela says, I like furnace work. The furnace glass. We had one pack of the furnace glass yesterday. I don't know if you saw that. It's like the last one, the David Christensen glass. I don't think we have any more, and I think that's the last one I could find. So if you didn't see that, might want to. All right, let's see here. What are we doing? All right. Have this here. And oh, that's what I need. I was like, what am I forgetting? The banner. To purchase from this video, take down the lot number. We're going to give you a lot number. They're going to start at RR66 tonight. We've done 1 through 65 already. RR66. So this is how this works. RR66 is the lot number. This is the original price. And this was one of the, when I say original price, these are reboot lots. So this was the original price that was the good price for y'all to begin with, right? And then I'm doing some major discounting on these today as a, I've been doing that all week, but I think especially today I did some good discounting just as a Friday bonus. So this is the price you'll pay, and this price is good for 24 hours. After 24 hours, it goes back to the regular price. On the weekends, we usually extend it through the weekend. So you got the weekend to do this. And if you've missed any of the other lives this week, we'll extend those prices through the weekend. Usually we give you up to about a week on a lot of things. And then once that's over, those go back into the stash, and we kind of reabsorb those. So these are the good prices for y'all. This number down here is the number of items available at that price. So this first one, for example, I'm gonna trim this. Sometimes strands have really long things. I like to trim them. So this is gray agate. It's a beautiful gray agate. It's banded really prettily. It's got lots of color. Like, look how pretty that is. And these are, I'm going to say simple, or just rounds. There's not really a lot simple about these. These are so pretty. These are about 8 to 8.5 millimeter rounds. That's about 8 millimeter round of gray agate. These strands are about 15-inch strands of 8 millimeter gray agate, and they're only $10 a strand, everybody. I'm sorry I'm not streaming on Instagram today because I didn't bring my other devices here, and I don't have my laptop or anything to tell you if these things are selling. So if you do see something you like, this is going to be like the other day, you just got to send us an email quick and fast. So I didn't actually finish talking about that. Take down the lot number, RR66, put it in the subject line of an email to info@allegorygallery.com. That's up here. It's also scrolling down here. And that's how you claim. RR66, for example, subject line of an email, address that email to info@allegorygallery.com and hit send. All right. Hey, Dale, good evening. Says listening from work. Thank you for listening. Thank you for hanging out with us. So these are gray, kind of like a banded agate, super pretty. There are multiple strands of this available. Like I said, there are at least 5. I think there's 5 strands available. Let me show you. I didn't just pick the best one, right? They're all really pretty. Look how nice they look together. This is great. This is a great stone heading into winter, right? You get that gray. People are looking for that, kind of winter white heading into a gray color. If you're looking to wear winter white, this is a great color to pair with that. When I was doing clothing in New York, we always talked about winter white. All the bright whites would go away for the winter, and you come out with the creamy kind of winter whites. And these are the kind of colors and accessories you can pair with that. RR66, $10 a strand. All right, I got some really good deals on some pearls for y'all. I have a number of pearls tonight, mostly smaller strands. So these, for example, there's 2 strands of these, as you can see. These are, let's see, approximately 5.5 by 4-ish, 5.5 by 3.5 for 4 millimeters. These are both strands. They're $8 each only. They were $12. Really, they should probably have been more than that, but that was a good price for you all, and we're just discounting them even further. So $8 a strand, vintage freshwater pearls. And this strand these are 16-inch strands. 16-inch strands, only $8. What? 50 cents an inch? How in the world do we do that, right? Vintage, beautiful color. RR67. And remember, keep the comments coming. If you like something, let us know you like it. The more comments that we don't ask for that, just for, just to make you work. But it also helps the algorithms. The more comments we get on things, the more those social media places will share our stuff too. The more people that comment and the more comments we get, the more that it'll naturally start to pop up in other people's, world out there. So we ask you to please keep the comments coming. Let's get hundreds of comments going. Let's get tons and tons of comments happening. The more you comment, the more it helps us out and gets us out into the world. right? Like this. So this is, oh yeah, we're good. All right, these are so pretty, and really, these should be a lot more than that, I think. These are a Hessonite garnet. Hessonite garnet nuggets. Look at how pretty these are. I love these. There's just something about these. Beautiful Hessonite garnets. They were $18 a strand. That was a good price before. These should probably be like $24 a strand, something like that. These are really, really nice. But we're doing them for $14 a strand for y'all. $14 a strand. I told you, I got good prices for you. Garnets, this pretty. Hessonite garnets. Just look. Look at how rich, that kind of cognac-y color in there. Andrew loves them. I do too. Like, I don't know how you could not love these. They're just so pretty. They're just so pretty. I don't think I showed you this one. Lovely burnt orange color. Yeah, it's like that deep kind of whiskey. Beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. How? Look. What do y'all think of those? Super good. Pairing it with some amber, some of those rich colors. So there are 4 strands available, and these are approximately 15-inch strands, and these are all different. They're all nuggets, but that's about 10 millimeters by about 12, 10 by 12 and a half, somewhere in there. But they do vary. Like this strand, these are a little bit more flat, whereas these ones are a little bit more rounded. Just depends what you like. You can request if you want a particular one, want the flat one. These are really pretty. RR68. $14 only. 4 strands available. That is an amazing price. That is an amazing, amazing price. All right, what is next? These are just some fun RR69. There's just some fun dyed pearls. 1 strand available. It's only $6. Dyed this kind of hot pink color. It's kind of bubblegum pink. And these are vintage freshwater dyed pearls. 16-inch strand, approximately 5 millimeters. Let's get them this way. I don't know if I can. 5 by 3.5, somewhere in there. Just a nice little strand of pearls. Sandra says, ooh la la. Those garnets? Is that what you're talking about? Or these pearls? Garnets, probably. Although these are fun too. Sometimes the comments come in a little late for me on here, I think. Let's see. Ooh, okay. Am I on the right number here? 69 is 70. RR70. I gave you the good deal on this one. Oh, the pearls. You like the pearls. Those pearls are fun, right? The hot pink. I say ooh la la to the Hessonite garnets, but the pearls are good too. The pearls are fun and a super inexpensive price. This strand This is such a fun strand of amethyst. These are like amethyst. They look like glass shards. I think these are some, like, I think you could get crazy creative with these. I think you could get crazy creative with these. And, oh, you missed the garnet sander. Oh, you missed, I don't know. I can't tell if anybody's buying them, so I don't know if there's still any left or not. Get out there on YouTube. You can do a quick rewind. If you don't know, YouTube allows you to rewind while the live is going on. Facebook does not. But these, like, how amazing. Like, where do you see this? I have never seen, like, these are like amethyst glass shards in all different sizes. Like, how much fun would that be to do a pair of earrings with some of these with like a bead in between and another one of these and a bead in between another one of these. And they look like glass shard earrings, but in this beautiful amethyst. Very light, kind of more lavender amethyst. But how incredible are those? There's only one strand of this. It was $56. I brought it all the way down to $38 for y'all. $38. Tell me where you're going to find that anywhere else. Susan says that amethyst strand would make a dramatic, make a statement necklace. Yeah, you could just restring that and you'd have definitely a statement necklace, right? Put some spacers in there, here and there, maybe do it up. I know y'all can do amazing things, but I just think, like, how cool, like, and maybe look at that, like, just put that on, and you know there are the people out there that want to have a glass shard looking bracelet. These are not sharp, everybody, so this does not hurt me. These are not pinching me. But imagine making that for a client. And how amazing would that be to have, like, I would love to wear that. If this doesn't sell, I might make that for myself. I'm going to have an amethyst glass shard bracelet. Like, does that not look like it's like pieces of glass? They're going to come at you. But again, not sharp at all. How fun. So I don't know if that's sold or not. I can't tell. But this is a 16-inch strand, at least a 16-inch strand. And I don't think you're going to see something like this very often. Or, you know, I haven't seen this kind of shape again or before. A lot of these are vintage strands. But you know, I guarantee you, when I was working in clothes in New York, I had clients that would go crazy, very high-end clients, very wealthy clients that would have gone crazy for a shard neck or a bracelet like that, or a necklace, but definitely a bracelet like that, because I could have made more than one. I'd have a few clients for that. All right, next up. One strand. This is about a 19 to 20 inch strand. About a 19-inch strand. It's actually a necklace. This is the closure. And it is amber, real amber, Lithuanian Baltic amber. And this was $98, which is probably too low to begin with as a starting point, but bringing it down to $75. $75 for y'all. Look at the richness. Look at how beautiful that is. Each piece just phenomenal. Real amber. That is a deal for that quality of amber and that much of it. And it is graduated. So these pieces up here are about 13 millimeters by 7, down to some of the bigger ones down here are 21 by 11. Look at that. What do you think of that, everybody? RR71. What do you think of that amber? Real amber, RR71, $75 only. That's a steal. And like I said, that is about a 19-inch necklace already put together. You could cut it apart and use the pieces for whatever you want. If you wanted to, at that price, it's a good price to do either thing with. You could just use it and wear it, or you could cut it apart. Next up, this is $28, bringing it down to $20 for y'all. This is a vintage Indian glass. It's a long strand. It's about a 22-inch strand. Look how pretty this glass is. Vintage Indian glass. I love this so much. It's only $20 strand. RR72. And these pieces are about 13.5 by 16.5 millimeters. 13.5 by 16.5 millimeters. RR72. One strand only. RR73. These are just fun, more of these dyed vintage pearls. These ones, the dye is a little bit, it's a little here and there on some of these, but it makes it a fun effect if you're going to use these together instead of being one complete solid color. And these are little. These are little. These are about 3 millimeters by about 4.5. Yeah, 3 by 4.5. I really like the effect this makes. Let me show you all the strands together because it really has a pretty effect. I think if you took these and even if you like twisted them together, hold on, let's do this. Like if you braided these or twisted them together and made, at only $6, make a really pretty bracelet or necklace out of that. Look how fun that looks. Look how pretty. And these strands are 16-inch strands. RR73, only $6 each, down from $8. Okay. RR74. Now I believe these were $8 in the store before. I've got 2 of them available. Bring them down to $4 each. They're these dyed shell. I know some of you love these. Every time I show them, we usually sell out of them. These are in the bright pink. $4, that's half price on those. And these are approximately about 15-inch strands. And I'll show you the other strand too. It's about the same color. Just fun dyed shell. Would match some of those pearls, those pink pearls we've been looking at. So if you wanted to use these with the pearls, that would be a good combination. RR74, $4. Oh, let me give you the size on those. They're all different, but let me see here. It's a little hard to size because they are all different. About 20 by 18. This strand seems a little smaller. About 17 by 18. So they vary though. RR74. Like I said, I can't tell if anyone's picking up anything or tell you if anything's selling out. Sorry about that. I don't have my devices with me. Oh, now here comes some. The next three, I think, are the lowest prices I think we've ever done on these. And I know some of y'all love these and have a collection of them. These are the quatrefoil faceted quatrefoil amethyst. And this is a lovely shape you don't see very often. And they are faceted, you can see. I have 2 strands of the amethyst. We normally sell them at 36. They're usually not discounted. These are 16-inch strands. They're usually never discounted below 36 because of the cost on these. They do cost us more. But doing them for $30, since we've had these for a little while, and there's only 2 of them left. I think we had a whole hank of these. They're really nice. RR75. I know a lot of you may already have these, but for those of you who are new, a little bit new to us, you may not yet. And these are great. You just put a little ear wire through there, or a head pin with a little pearl and an ear wire, and you've got, like, the shape itself gives you an earring, right? It's just so pretty. Susan said the quatrefoil beads are amazing. I know you like them, Susan, right? And this is, like I said, the lowest price we've ever done on these. $30 a strand. Only 2 strands available at that price. And that price is only good till the end of the weekend. We'll give you to the end of the weekend. If you want to rewatch any of the episodes from this week, we'll give you to the end of the weekend to claim on those at that price. RR76. These are the quatrefoil tiger eye. That's the word. Tiger eye. Beautiful. Got that beautiful chatoyance. That cat's eye flash. And again, only $30 a strand. 3 strands of the tiger eye available. Down from $36. That's as low as we can really go on these. RR26. Oh, and just to give you, I forgot. These are about 17 millimeters. About 17 millimeters, and they are 16-inch strands. Well, 15-inch. 15-inch, 16-inch strands. 15 to 16 inches. Let's see. Let's do it this way. Yeah, 15 to 16 inches. 15 and a half, somewhere in there. Only 2 strands at $30 each. I'm sorry, 3 strands on those ones. 3 strands on the Tiger Eye. And we've got 1 strand left of the citrine. Citrine quatrefoil, faceted quatrefoils. One strand, RR77, $30, down from 36. It's the lowest price we've ever done, lowest price I can give you. Beautiful citrine quatrefoils. Joelle, you have to send us an email to claim. So it's scrolling down here, but to claim, we don't take claims in the comments. We only take claims in email to avoid any confusion. Sometimes people say, oh, I love that, I want that, and we don't know if they actually mean it. So you want to claim, just take RR77, for example, and put that in the subject line of an email and send it to info@allegorygallery.com. info@allegorygallery.com. Yeah, there's a lot of reasons we do it, but it mostly clears up any inconsistencies. Plus, we stream on YouTube and Facebook, so the comments come in at all different times, and nothing is time-stamped in the right way. And when people do the rewatch comments can sometimes pop up above the original comments, and then people get angry or upset, of course, if I don't get to it in the right order. So email, everything comes in in timestamp order. So that's why we do it that way. Makes it super easy. And if I don't get to the invoicing right after the live, it makes everything fair. It says, yay, thanks. Thank you. RR77. Yeah, these are really awesome. I know you're looking at 77 and 75. These are really awesome. And it's a shape that you're going to easily, I know because you sell things too, you're going to easily be able to sell that shape, no problem. And remember, email is first come, first serve. Everything is first come, first serve. So if you do send an email, you are promising to take it if you get it. So there's no sending like tons of emails and like, oh no, I only wanted this one or that one. And this is for, just to go over this for everyone who might be new. If you send an email for it and you get it, we are asking that you do take it, all right? This one is super special. I love this strand. And I looked, let me show you. So this is natural African citrine. This is citrine heated by the earth. It's not heated commercially, so it gives you that darker color, that kind of whiskey citrine kind of color, instead of that bright, you know, the vibrant color they kind of get whenever you do the artificial heating. And so these are all natural African citrine. I searched natural African citrine to try to find you know, these online. I could not find anything like this. This was an $80 strand. It probably should be more, but that's the good price we gave you originally. Since it didn't sell the first time around, I dropped it to 60 bucks. $60. This is a 15-inch strand. They do vary, but let me just pull one here. This is about 16 and a half by 21. Look, like, if you like things done naturally, this is how it comes out of the earth. Natural citrine. Just gorgeous color. And there's a lot of good color in these. So pretty. So natural African citrine, RR78, dropping it down for one time only to $60. If I put this in the online store and really showed it to people, I bet it would sell easily at that age, because I could not find anything like this anywhere else. I started searching online today because I'm like, oh, let's see, are my prices too high? And nothing came. All the bright yellow, you know, the heat treated stuff came up, but to find big juicy nuggets like this, naturally done, natural African citrine, no, couldn't find it. We've got the only strand, is what it looks like. So you could have that strand for $60, which is kind of incredible. All right, next up. Joel says, I sent an email. Am I able to pick up at the store? Yes, we will send you an invoice, and you can pay the invoice, and that'll remind me we do the invoices by square, which is what we accept in the store. That'll remind me to bring it up to the store. I will say, though, that we're not going to be in the store probably this weekend or next weekend. We're getting ready for a big class that we're teaching down in Winston-Salem. So it won't be until the following weekend, or I can ship things to you. So whatever you prefer, you let me know. The shipping on things is generally not too bad. But if you want these things before that, I can ship them out to you. Vanessa says, that is awesome to be able to pick up from the store. Yeah, we do that for people. We do that for people. All right. RR79. These were $24. Each one of these has one or two on here that are cracked. And that's why I brought it down to $20 a strand. That one or two is not going to make that big of a difference in the pricing of that strand, but I gave you still a generous discount from the lower price that we already had. These are yellow opal. These are yellow opal. Can you imagine those in some earrings? So pretty. Yellow opal faceted coins, or ovals, faceted ovals. Only $20 for the strands. Like I said, there are the two broken ones on that one. There's a third. These are they are a softer, opal's a softer stone, so it is one of those things that you do have to be a little more careful with these, but they're really pretty. And let me give you so like these ones you can see on that strand, but they're about 10 millimeters by about 13 and a half or so, 10 by 13 and a half. And RR79, $20 only. Beautiful yellow opal. We've sold a number of those strands in the past for the 24 price, and because there's a few cracked ones, giving it to you for $20. You could easily make earrings off of those, though. I know that. Easily make earrings and sell them. Hello, Anna. Susie says, Heliodor or opal? They are opal. Yellow opal. This is just a fun glass strand. Vintage glass, probably antique glass at this point. But just a very fun color. These kind of cube shapes. It's got the metallic on like 2 sides, 3 sides, and then 3 sides doesn't have the metallic. This is 8.5, about 8.6 millimeter by 7.5. Kind of cubish glass. It's a big strand of vintage glass. 16-inch strand. It's a full strand. RR80. Isn't that fun? I love these. RR80, $14. They were $16. I can't go much lower than that because these are, that's a nice big strand of glass. Probably should start around $22 for something like that. But we're bringing it down to 14 for y'all. Okay, this one I looked up, and the old tags are on this. This is white opal. This is the old tag, $24. This is probably from around the 90s. It's African white opal. Sorry, one of the tags fell off. African white opal. And it is beautiful. I looked up some white opal strands, African white opal, and you'll see prices. Oh, Andrew says, you might lose sound for a second. I'm going to head home, and Bluetooth in the van likes your phone more than mine. Oh, that's true. So if you lose me for a little while, I'll be back. You could take the car, Andrew. White opal. And these are beautiful. This is about 12.8 by 18.4. And it says, Susan, I know you like music. I saw PJ Harvey on Wednesday for my birthday. Nice. That's awesome. And happy birthday. We've got a birthday today, right? Are you out there? Got some birthdays I saw today. I don't like to ever, say, unless people want people to know. Andrew says, I love PJ Harvey. I thought that was one that Andrew liked. So I looked up white opal online. This $20 price is an amazing deal for white opal this pretty. RR81. Stunning. And that is, again, a 16-inch strand. One strand only at that amazing $20 price. You're not going to see that. You're not going to see opal that beautiful, white opal, African white opal that beautiful at that price. I don't think ever again. Like I said, we started basing that off the $24, the 1990s price, which white opal has not stayed at that price for quality like that. RR82. This is just a mix. So I don't have my mat. Oh, there's my mat. I do have my mat. So these don't roll away. But this is just a mix of ceramic beads, ceramic and shell. So you get this whole mix. We had it at $8 before. It's down to $6. RR82. You're going to get all these beautiful ceramic. And then we have some shell here, some other shell here, composited shell. It's just kind of an already put together kind of mix for you. I think you can make a wonderful necklace out of something already, like mostly right there. It's there. You just got to put it together. But these some vintage Chinese ceramic, beautiful. Let me show you closer here a little bit. Just a mix we put together. Thought you might like that. RR82, only $6 for all of that. Really pretty. Didn't sell at $8, taking it down to $6, one time only, see if it goes. Okay. We had some carnelian last night, and it was the carved carnelian, and I can't remember if it sold or not. Why is this doing this to me? Here we go. We had carved carnelian last night, and it was beautiful. And I can't remember if it sold. But some people don't like the carved stuff, right? So this is vintage carnelian. Deep, deep color. Deep vintage carnelian beads. Beautiful. Look at that deep, rich color on those. They were $24 a strand. Bringing them down to $20 a strand. There's something on that one. Sometimes they had, that's I think rubber band. Sometimes they had rubber bands around them back then, from where we got these. So sometimes there's a little, the rubber band decays because they hang them like that. But these are vintage stones. And look at that. There's only 2 strands available. I actually have 4 strands, but 2 of the strands have some cracked ones on it. So I didn't want to sell those. We might take them apart and sell the stones individually. But I've got 2 strands of these at $20 each only. Karen says, I got the carved carnelian. Nice. Good. I'm glad somebody got them because they're beautiful. These are darker in color than those were. So these aren't for everyone. I know some people don't like the really dark carnelian. I do happen to like this really dark color. But look at how rich those are. And these are approximately 20.5 by 29.5 millimeters. And these are, it's hard to tell when they're that big. Let's see here. That's a 16-inch strand. And thickness-wise, they're about 5. RR83, $20 only. That's some beautiful vintage carnelian. You don't see carnelian usually that dark anymore. That's what we like, the more rare things. We like to bring you all the more rare things. Anna says the color is fascinating, so dark, almost brown, rich color. Yeah, carnelian can be like that, but it's you don't see it very often anymore. All right, we've got some pearls coming up, some more dyed pearls. RR84. I don't know if you all like these funky color pearls, but I'm kind of loving them. There's 1 strand of these available. This kind of, they're a pink purple color. Dyed vintage freshwater pearls. Just super fun. RR84. $6 each strand only. Crazy good deal. Almost goes into like a blue kind of territory color, but mostly pink purple. It gives you that iridescent kind of shine. These are about a 15-inch strand. Aren't those fun? 1 strand available, $6. And those are around 4 millimeters. 4 millimeters. This is one funky strand right here. and I hope somebody buys it because it is so fun. This is a shell, and they're interlocking. So they're like little U shapes or C shapes, and they interlock with each other. So when you put them together in a design, they interlock and they create an entirely different shape together, which I think is really cool. And this was an $18 strand, bringing it down to $15 for all of you out there. But it's just really pretty. And I love the way they fit together. And I love there's some really glowy pieces on some of this too. So that is a fun strand. That is a 16-inch strand. They are graduated. So let's see, these are hard to measure. I'm going to do the width. They go from about 12 and a half down to some of the bigger ones down here. This looks like the biggest one, down to about 24. So that's maybe a 15-inch strand, more like 15. It's hard when they're thick like this, they take up more room, but it's about a 15, 16-inch strand. Graduated from about 12 and a half millimeters to 24 long. One strand available, RR85. And for those of you who are wondering, is anybody buying this? Is it sold out yet? I'm sorry, I can't tell you. Normally we follow along with our email. But I didn't bring my other devices to the cottage today to set them up to let you know if these are selling out. So if you see something you like, I'm sorry, I can't tell you if it's already gone, but send in that email and we'll do first come, first serve as always. I know some people like to know if they're sold out or not, but just got to send us the emails today if you like something. Well, I didn't realize when I did these are two separate, I thought there were two of the same because the color is the same, but they're two different shapes. So if you like these and you want one of these, let me know which shape you want. This one's more of a round shape. Pearl, these are dyed pearls again. Look how bright that is on my screen. It's crazy bright. Crazy bright. And then this one has the more flattened pearls. So if you like these and you want to pick a particular one, RR86, only $6 each. Let me know if you want the rounder or the flatter ones. If you don't care, say I don't care. That way, if somebody picks one and you don't care about the other, I can make sure that you each get one. But they're the same length, same color. These are vintage 16-inch strands. Hot pink dyed vintage freshwater pearls. RR86. Two of those available. We're $8, doing them for $6. See if we can just move them out. If anybody wants them, $6 for a strand of pearls like that. Super easy buy. RR87. Okay. So these are, I believe these are a dyed, they're just a dyed agate, they're a dyed blue agate. But they're really pretty, and they're dyed well. The dye job, that's not going to come off on you. We always say we don't mind dyed as long as we know they're dyed, right? And we try to be upfront with you anytime we can, anytime we know. These are just really pretty faceted rounds in this very wintry blue color. That's like when the sky is reflecting off the snow in the winter. For those of you who live around snow, you know what I'm talking about. These are about 6.3 millimeter rounds. They are faceted. There are 2 strands available, only $10 each. These are 15-inch strands. 15-inch strands. Let me see. They're 12, they're 14 or 15. Yeah, 15-inch strands. Two available, $10. Super good deal. In the store, those would be at least probably $16 a strand, $14, $16. Let's say put the 14 here. That was the original price for y'all, which was, I think, a fair price. And they'd probably be a little bit more in the store. You always get the best prices here. If you haven't tuned into us before, when we do our lives, you always get the best prices on new arrivals, and we try and give you the best prices on things. They'll always go up a little more if they go into the online store or into the physical store. Just takes more work to do that, and we do you a favor because you do us a favor by following us and hanging out with us and purchasing this way. So we appreciate it. All right, so this is a strand of AAA gray moonstone. This is the manufacturer's suggested retail price, $26.80. We started these at $24 for y'all before. I've only got 1 strand left. We've sold all the other ones, so I'm giving it $20 to unload this 1 strand. This is super beautiful, AAA grade gray moonstone. It's got that beautiful flash in there, that moonstone beauty. Look at all those. That's the AAA grade. Look at that. Super beautiful. These are 5.8 millimeters, so they're meant to be 6 millimeters, I'm sure. 5.8 on the digital calipers. And they are, that is a full 16-inch strand. 1 strand only left. $20 if anybody wants it for that AAA grade gray moonstone. Each one of those stones has its beautiful flash. There are no duds in there, right? That's what you get from that AAA grade strand. RR88. And that's a great price. As you can see, okay. RR89. These is not going to be for everybody, but some of y'all are liking the carved bone in the D-stash group. So putting a few more carved bone pieces here. These are carved bone, inscribed, carved, and colored bone. This is a big bead. This is 35 millimeters by 34. Hole goes top to bottom. Only $16. We started these at $20. We still have them, so I'm dropping them to $16. That's an excellent deal for something this big in carved bone. It's a little bit weighty, but it's not too bad if you wanted to make this into a pendant. You know, carved bone has some weight to it, but it's not crazy heavy. So this is RR89, and I'm going to leave this one here because RR90 is similar, but different enough that I didn't want to say there were 2 of them. So this is 89 and this is 90. They're each hand done, hand carved. And got little feet on them. Both drilled top to bottom. RR89, RR90, only $16 each. That's a great deal. For a carved bone piece that intricate and that large, that's a really good deal. Okay, we've got 5 more to go. And that's the end of the show, y'all, for today. RR91. These are dyed, I think dyed agate. Maybe dyed agate. They're a dyed stone, but they're fun. They might be a chalcedony, but I think they're a dyed agate. And you get them in the green, the magenta, and the yellow. And these are about 5.5 millimeter faceted rondelles. Sorry, my screen went blank. I had to, or went dark. I had to change the color. It goes into dark mode too early. I should change that. One of these days I'm going to remember to do that. I'm not sure that these are agates, to be 100% honest with you. But I'm not sure what they might be. They're fun. They're a dyed stone. $10 only. If you're looking for those colors, good color set. 16-inch strands. Andrew ran home, I'd ask him for sure what they are. He probably remembers. RR91. Sorry I can't give you a better idea on that one. I thought they were an agate at first, and I'm not sure. Kind of have more of a sparkly nature to them. All right, RR92. This was a $28 strand of pearls, vintage freshwater pearls, in this beautiful kind of gunmetal-y brown. It's an unusual color. I don't come across a color like this very often. We have some browns, and we have some of the peacocks, but this is almost like a silvery, Vanessa says they look like dyed jade. They might be dyed jade, but they look like, I don't know. The jade, I don't know. They look like they have some inner, kind of more of an inner flash to them. I'm not sure. But these, look at that. This is just a really pretty strand. It was $28, vintage freshwater pearls. Very unusual color. It's like a silvery gunmetal brown. And this, I believe, is 16. Let me do it this way because these are... This is about a 15-inch strand. 15-inch strand. And these are 8.2, 9.1. They vary, of course. They're actual, real pearls. So around 8 to 9 millimeters. 8 to 9 millimeters. And this is a color I don't think you're going to see very often. So if you like to work with things that aren't going to be seen very often, this is probably a strand for you. It's just a really pretty, odd. It's an odd color. We do a lot with pearls. Y'all know, if you've been following us for a while, you all know we do a lot of vintage pearls. And something like this is unusual. RR92. $20, down from $28. One strand left, just doing the deep discount on that one. And says, I love odd. Those pearls are so pretty, aren't they? And this says, they almost look like a muted metal. Yeah, that's what I mean. They're like a gunmetal, muted, silvery goodness. I don't know. But they're brown. I just love them. All right. Oops. Next up, I've got 4 strands of pearls. Let me show you. Four strands of pearls, $10 each, just a good price. But these have, some of these are more of a kind of champagne color, some are a little bit more silver. There's almost some white. They're a little bit of a mix in each strand, you can see. And that's why I'm showing them to you together, because you can really see it when they're together. You can kind of see it when they're apart, but when you hold them together, you can see that they are a mix of colors. And it's just super pretty. Like I said, when you hold it by one, you can kind of tell they're a little different, right? But not until you put them side by side with other colors that you really start to see the mix on each strand. Some are silvery, some are more champagne, peachy colored, some are more white, heading toward white. It's just those subtle differences. Like, I think if you made a multi-strand bracelet with that, with a strand or two of those, that would be so nice. RR93 at $10 each only. That's an inexpensive buy. You made something like that. It'd probably take maybe 2 strands, right, to do something like that. You could charge a lot more money for that. Okay, sorry, I'm getting a little wild here. These long, I hate these long strings, but that happens a lot of times with vintage pearls. These are 16-inch strands. And did I give you a size on them? 4.5 millimeters. Yeah, 4.5 millimeters. Super, super pretty. RR93, $10 each only. Trying to do some, ending the week with some inexpensive but really pretty buys, hopefully for y'all. I hope some people are grabbing some stuff. Like I said, I can't tell. Can't look at it today. I'll see afterwards. I have 4 strands of these. These are pearls again. And these are the little kind of rice pearls. These are more of a white, but they're vintage. And so they got that good color to them. You can see rainbows happening. Hopefully you can on the camera. So these are little rice pearls. These are about 3 millimeters by, oh, come on. They're hard. Let's try this again. 3 millimeters by 4. 3 by 4 millimeters. And I believe these are 16-inch strands. They are 16-inch strands. Only $10 each. Only $10 each. All right, and the last one tonight. I think this is the lowest price we've ever done on these. And every time we show these, we sell some. But just kind of the blowout. We've only got 2 left. And these are, I'm just cutting some of these long tails off. So it just needs the long tails. These are these acid etched agates in the light color. We've had these in dark colors. This is the light acid etched agate. These are about 8 millimeters. Normally we sell them at $24. I think we've had them down at $20 before. Giving them to you at $18 now. $18. Like I said, every time we have them, we generally sell a few of them. I've only got these 2 strands left, so just trying to clear them out and give you a good deal. $18 a strand, RR 95. And these strands are, let's see. These are 15-inch strands. 15-inch strands, 8 millimeter rounds. They give you that kind of melon cut look without actually being cut because they're acid etched. RR 95, $18. 2 strands left. All right, everybody. Hello. My hair went a little crazy there. Hello. So thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. And if you saw something you liked, I hope you'll send us an email to claim. Again, if you are just tuning in, the way you claim is by email. Put down the lot number, RR, whatever number you wanted. Send it to us in an email at info@allegorygallery.com. It is first come, first serve. So if you do win anything, we will send you out an email via Square. And if you didn't get it, it won't be in the email. But I do list them out in the descriptions of that email or that invoice. You'll see the lots that you did get. And yeah, so thank you so much. Have a great weekend, everyone. Like I said, I think the Johnstown store is going to be closed this weekend, and it will definitely be closed next weekend as we prepare and host a class down in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, with our friends at Sawtooth Craft School. And we're going to have some good times with some students down there doing color manipulation on metal. So different ways to color metal, cold ways, hot ways. Going to do some enameling, going to do some powder coating, going to do all different fun things. And yeah, we're going to have some fun. So Johnstown store will be closed this weekend and next weekend. And so if you were going to come visit us, just know we'll be open the following weekend. All right. Thank you all so much for hanging out. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful weekend. And we'll see you back here probably on Monday. I don't know when we're going to hit the road. That's another thing I got to figure out. But we'll probably have some lives next weekend, depending on what's going on. But we will be getting ready for things too. So our live schedule may be a little up and down for a while. But we'll see at some point next weekend or next week. All right. Thanks, everyone. Bye now.